Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I've got a helper with me, and today we're cooking for two. Keith is in town, so he's going to show us how to make a smoked meatloaf. I haven't decided yet what's on the rest of the menu, but we'll get to that later. Right now, let's head on over and watch Keith as he assembles this meatloaf. These are the ingredients for our smoked meatloaf. We've got 1 pound of ground beef, 1 egg, part of a red onion, purple onion, whatever you want to call it. The Gospel, this is the Meat Church seasoning. The Gospel. Then we have Kinder's buttery garlic and herb, Worcestershire sauce, barbecue sauce. We're going to be using about 1/3 of the breakfast sausage, and we're going to be using some panko breadcrumbs. We have a regular size cast iron loaf pan out here. Now we're not going to be cooking it in this. I also have some cling wrap. What Keith is going to do when he gets the meatloaf mixed up, he's going to put the cling wrap in this loaf pan and he's going to fold it over it and it'll go in the freezer. We'll show you how that works. So we're going to let Keith get to it. Okay, Keith's going to get started by cutting 1/3 of our sausage and getting it put in this bowl. Now don't mind the bowl, it is clean. That is the bowl that Keith used with all the tomatoes in it when he made our smoked salsa, and it has stained my bowl, so I've got to get those stains out of there. Next up, he's going to be using 1 pound of 85/15 ground beef, if he can get it open. He's going to put in about 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs. And I don't know if he's using this whole half onion. He's not.
I don't know if I am or not.
He's going to use however much he thinks he needs to use. He's cracking 1 egg.
Yeah, I don't need no shell in there.
Next are the seasonings. He's going to use some Kinder's buttery garlic and herb. And he's going to use 1/8 cup of barbecue sauce.
And whatever I think of the Worcestershire.
And he's going to add some Worcestershire sauce, however much he thinks we need to use in there. Now he's going to get it all mixed up. You want to line a dish. It doesn't matter what kind of dish, whatever you would normally cook your meatloaf in. You want to line it with some cling wrap, some plastic wrap, 1 each way. And now Keith's going to put the meatloaf over in it. He's going to get it formed in there. Just mash it all down. Get it nice and formed to whatever container you want to put it in. And the type of container doesn't really matter because you're not going to be cooking it in this container when you smoke it. That's why there's plastic wrap in it. It's not going to be cooked in this, so that doesn't really matter. He's going to close it up with the plastic wrap. And now you want to put it in the freezer for 3 to 4 hours so that it can be firmed up really well before it goes in the smoker. Now don't y'all worry. we caught the part where Keith stuck that glove in those onions. So we threw the rest of that onion in the trash because we don't want any cross-contamination. Okay, this meatloaf has been in the freezer for almost 4 hours. And it should be solid enough that we can take it out, unwrap it, get it dressed a little bit, and then get it put on the smoker. You just want to put it in the freezer so that it can firm up, so that while it's smoking, it does not try to fall apart on you. So now he's going to put some barbecue sauce all over it. He's just going to drizzle it on there, and then he's going to take a brush and brush it on.
For a binder.
Yeah, this is for a binder. Because once he gets this on here, then he's going to season it. Now you want to make sure you get it all over the sides also. Now he's going to put on the Gospel. This is by Meat Church. And he is actually loosely following the Meat Church meatloaf recipe. I'll leave the Meat Church channel linked in the description box below, so you can go check his channel out and look at all the wonderful recipes that he has. It's looking good. Now we're off to the smoker. We're out at the smoker. Now the meatloaf's going on. And how long are we smoking this for?
4 hours.
On
250 degrees.
Okay, we'll check back with you in 4 hours. Okay, I've got my 1.5 quart crock pot over here, and I've taken just a can of green beans, put them in it. I'm going to add some water in. We're going to start with 1 can of water. I did drain my green beans. That's just something I do. If you don't want to drain them, don't drain them. So 1 can of water, and we're going to add some small potatoes. Now these are the little potatoes that I'm going to be using, the little baby Dutch yellow. These are great. Now here's a little bitty one. I'm still going to cut it in half though. And that's what I'm doing. I'm either going to cut these in half or thirds depending on the size of the potato. And I'm just going to get these dropped down in here. Here's a larger one that I'll cut into thirds. Now I'm not finished with this yet. That's all the potatoes I'm going to put in, but I'm going to add me a little bit of bacon grease in. I'm going to add a little bit of the Holy Voodoo in on my green beans and potatoes. I think that's all I'm going to add to this right now. I'm not even going to put any more water in just yet. The potatoes are covered, so I'll just keep an eye on it. But we're going to get this turned on high, and we're going to cook it 2 to 3 hours. And we're also going to have some corn on the cob. Now, I froze this last summer when the grocery store puts their fresh ears of corn on sale. I go down and I buy it up when I can get it 4 or 5 for $1. I bring it home, shuck it, get it cleaned up. Put them in these vacuum sealed bags and pop them in the freezer. These are the last 2 ears that we have that I put up last summer. Don't that look good? Keith is going to temp it and see if it's ready to come off the smoker. Not quite yet. About 10 more degrees and we'll be good to go. Now since the meatloaf is almost ready, I'm going to go ahead and prep the corn, and we're going to get this put in the air fryer. We're going to start by rubbing some butter on each ear of corn. Now after you get them rubbed down with the butter, I've got mine on some foil. I went ahead and transferred them because we're going to sprinkle some of this Holy Voodoo seasoning onto the corn, and then we're going to pop in the air fryer on 375 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. Now I'm going to be pretty generous with this. This is quickly becoming a favorite seasoning in this house. And I'm just going to get it wrapped up. You're just going to put it in the air fryer. Let's get this other one done. And you're going to cook them for 15 to 20 minutes. You're going to turn them over about halfway through. Here is the smoked meatloaf. It is done. We're letting it sit and rest for a few minutes before we cut into it. It smells delicious, by the way. Our corn is ready. One of them leaked. That's okay. We're going to get these open, get them on our plates, then I'll show you what they look like. And this is dinner. It looks and smells delicious. We're going to go give it a taste. Keith is going to taste the meatloaf.
Here we go. Pretty dang good.
Is it?
That sausage gives it a different twang.
Does it?
Yeah. Good.
Sounds good.
Kudos to Matt.
Okay, y'all, I'm going to taste this meatloaf now. It looks and smells delicious, so it's even got a smoke ring. That's good. That's real good. How's the corn?
Oh, good. Actually.
Now I'm going to give this air fryer corn a taste simply because we haven't eaten it with this seasoning on it before. So I'm going to try it. I know it's really hot right now though. So here goes. That's good too. That's real good. Corn is nice and tender. I think this is the way I'll be doing it in the air fryer from now on. Is wrapped in foil, put some butter in it, season it however I want, cook it for 15 to 20 minutes. It's perfect that way. Alright, we've got green beans and our little potatoes. I did put some of the Holy Voodoo in these also, so let's give those a taste. Those are good too, even though I don't taste a lot of the Holy Voodoo in it. Maybe it'll take more than one bite to get to it. I don't know. We'll find out. But I'm going to go eat. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please go give it a like, share it with your friends and family, and leave me a comment below. If nothing else, if you made it to the end of the video, just comment the word meatloaf in the comments. Let me know you were here. I'll give you a little heart and a wave.